So I don't know if you saw the clip of the young lady voicing her opinion that women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s are out here competing with younger women instead of teaching them. If you didn't, let me roll it for you real quick.
These older women are really out here in competition with the younger generation. I'm sorry, but it has to be said. These older women who are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s want to be seen so bad and want attention that they're in competition with these younger girls. These women wasted their years, wasted their youth, and are doing any and everything to be seen, and they're not teaching the young girls. So instead of teaching the young girls to do better, you're trying to compete with her. You're in denial that you're getting older. You're doing things with your body, thriving for attention, over sexualizing yourself at that age, all because you don't want to accept the fact that you mess up your life. They don't have husbands, which they really wanted. They're realizing that, oh wow, I'm at an age where nobody's checking for me. The men are not checking for me at 50, 60 years old, unfortunately. They're looking at the younger women who do desire marriage, who do desire to have children, who are not just out here. So instead of, again, I'm going to try to find a way to be seen and encourage the young girls to do what I'm doing because I don't want them to surpass me. That's what's actually happening. These older women are sitting around telling the young girls, no, girl, live your life, do you, because you're intimidated by her. You don't want her to do better than you. You don't want her to have a chance. You want the chance because you see the men are looking at the younger girls. The men are more attractive and more desirable of the younger women. And it's sad. This is the reality of where we are. The older generation is jealous and intimidated and in competition with the younger generation. And it's unfortunate.
Okay, so I got 3 points to make. The first point is it's a real bad idea to get on camera. Like she got on camera talking about people. She did not preference by saying some. She said all you older women, and that's just not true. I'm the mother of a young girl, a young woman, and I'm not in competition with her, and I personally would never be. I definitely believe in, teaching young people in general that are under 25. Once you're 25 and up, like life has to teach you, at some point people have to let go of your hand. So for me personally, it is 25 and under. Once you 24 and under. Once you're 25 years old, you feel old yourself, even though you're nowhere near old. You're still in your 20s. But when people hit 25, they like, wow, the next I have is 30. And, high school was a long time ago and I'm getting older. I'm not a little kid no more. And that's understandable. So she has been getting dragged in her comments for her looks. I personally did think as well that she was a person that was in my age group because I make content for women over 40 and over 50. I am often shown, women over 40 and over 50. And when she popped up in my feed, I thought she was my age. So this is why it's important to go ahead and wear a little makeup, especially if you finna be on camera talking shit. You know what I mean? Saying that people just calling everybody out, saying everybody is a bad person when that's not true. So that's the first thing I want to say. Secondly, I want to say that some of the young girls are in competition with us. Some of the young girls see us cougars out here looking good and they feel intimidated, like, wow, I don't want my man looking at her. I've been walking down the street and in stores several times where there has been a young couple and the woman looked at him like, you better not look. You better not be looking at her. And I do not think for 1 second that they think that I'm their age. I think they know that I'm older than them. Even at the same time, they still be like, yeah, I know you're not, don't turn your head and look. That's the second thing I want to talk about. That sometimes these young girls are intimidated by you because they see success all over you. They see that you're older, they see that you're beautiful, they see that you look very successful and that you're put together and that you're carrying yourself in a very dignified, immaculate way. And that may be intimidated for them. They may feel a little bit rough around the edges. They may feel a little bit like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, she has it together and I don't. And then thirdly, I would like to say that there is a point that she is making, because it's honestly something that I was just thinking about today. Like, I never had a mentor. Like, nobody ever like mentored me. They never took me under their wing. They never saw anything special in me. I'm talking about not a family, not a friend, not a teacher. And I went to school for a long time. Nobody ever said, I see something special in you. Nobody ever said, you know what, I want to take this person under my wing. Nobody ever took to me. Nobody ever looked at me and said, you know what, she has potential. She's just misguided. She's just lost. She's just young and dumb. No, what they did was watch me struggle. What they did was watch me grow up in a fucked up environment and just mind their business. That's what they did. No one taught me, and it wasn't anyone's job. You know, it was my parents' job. It wasn't anybody other than my parents' job, but there is a point that if you are a person that you are older and you are wiser and you do see somebody that has potential, but they're just lost, they're just misguided, they didn't come from a good home, instead of watching them just struggle or be like, I ain't nobody teach me, or be like, I had it worse, or be happy to see it, you know what I mean? Because motherfuckers will look at you and be like, ugh, that's one out the way for me. I ain't got to worry about that. That's one out the way. Instead of having that type of mentality, it is appropriate to, you know, help somebody, because I could be further along in life if somebody just took the time to teach me something. I literally had to learn everything on my own. Like, everything that I know now as a grown woman that propels me forward and enables me to navigate life successfully, those are things that I had to learn on my own. Like, relationships with men, finances, you know, what to do, what not to do, how to move in certain situations, when to be quiet, when to speak up, like, just different things. I literally had to learn everything on my own. And I wish to God that I had somebody that cared enough to look out for me. You know what I mean? If I had somebody to look out for me and take me under their wing and, you know, karate kid me and Daniel son me and take me on and teach me the ropes and believe in me and help me grow into a beautiful, beautiful young woman, that would have been great. But, you know, I didn't. So definitely, I do feel her on that. Definitely, 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 definitely. It is important to, you know, each one teach one, to pay it forward, to, when you see a young girl, you know what I mean, under the age, for me, of 25, it is important to mentor her, you know. And lastly, my last point that I would like to make is speaking to her point about how older women is still trying to like kind of hang on to the youth, and, you know, still wearing certain types of clothes and being wild in the club and acting as if the same as they are, you know, the young women age. And to that I have to say, I personally do not align with women like that, and it's absolutely no shade. Live your best life. Like, I believe in living your best life. I'm gonna live my best life. I'm not dead. I ain't gonna act dead. I'm gonna, you know, do me. Okay, I'm gonna do me up until the day I leave this place, because life is for the living. Amen. But at the same time, I do feel as though with time should come some refinement, right? Like, I personally do not want to align myself with women that are my age and older, that, you know, still dress the same, still look the same, still do the same things as they did when they were in their 20s. Life should grow you up. You should evolve. You should become more refined. You should become more dignified. You should become more classy with time. And I personally want to align myself with more of the Michelle Obama type. You know what I mean? Like, a woman that carries herself like that, a woman that walks into a room and commands respect, simply off of her appearance. Like, you just can't, like, at a certain point, when you walk into a room and you all of this is showing that you've been here a minute, but the dress and the demeanor and everything is saying that, it's saying that you still in your 20s and stuff. That doesn't command respect. That actually makes people lose respect for you. They start to look down on you and say, she still wants to be young, and she's out here competing with young girls and stuff like that. And to each his own. I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. So I'm not here to judge anyone. Like, do you? But me personally, I have evolved into more of a woman. Not a girl. Not someone who wants to wear the skin tight clothes or the mini skirts, or I want to look classy. I want to look elegant. Those are the things that I want. I want, that's the character that I want to look like. I don't want to look like a bad bitch. I want to look elegant. I want to look classy. I want to look sophisticated. Like, those are the terms that I want associated with the way I look and the way I carry myself, beautiful. And honestly, I'm just tired of all of the age talk in like a negative way. Like, we turn to the left. Men are saying we hit the wall. We turn to the right. Women are saying that, talking about us, saying that we this and we that. And when in actuality, if this woman is blessed enough, she's going to also age. And, that's the goal. Like, it's a blessing to get older. And we say that, and it's a cliche, and if you make it to my age, but no, for real. Because, like, the worst case scenario is leaving here when you're young. Like, that's the worst thing that can happen to you. You know what I mean? Leaving when you 20s and 30s years old. Like, that's the worst case scenario that could ever happen. So we all only have two choices. It's either to get old or it's to die young. And for me personally, I want to get old. You know what I mean? I want to get old. I don't want to go now. I don't want to go 10 years from now. I don't want to go 20 years from now. I want to be here. You know what I mean? It's a blessing to be able to live and to see your grandkids, and not only your grandkids, your great grandkids. So your grandkid had a baby. That's blessed. That's a blessed life. Like, God really favors people who lives to be 80, 90 years old. You know what I mean? Everybody on earth is going to lose their sexual marketplace value one day, men and women, and it's just life. It's just a part of life. Like, if you ask me, would I ever want to be 20 something again? I would not. I absolutely would not. I would not even want to be 30 something again. If I did, it would be, if I chose any younger age to be, it would be almost 40 still. It would be very late 30s. If somebody said, come on, choose an age, be younger again, it would be late 30s. It wouldn't be anything up underneath that. I wouldn't be 32, and it's no shade. It's no shade. I wouldn't be 32. I wouldn't be 22. I wouldn't be none of that. I would be either late 30s or a kid. Like 7. Take me back to 7. Take me back to 10. Take me back to 11. That's it. Like, I wouldn't want to be a young woman again, because I went through that phase, and I'm very, very, very much so glad that it's over. So I embrace this stage of life. I embrace who I am now. I would never want to be 20 something years old again. Like, if I could press a reset button to go back to that stage and that phase and that mindset and that time frame in life, I would not choose that. So everybody who's all of the age shaming and stuff like that, as if women can't be happy with being older and who they are right now. Like, everybody tries to put so much value on youth, and it's just like, it's not a whole lot of value there. The only value there is that you have a whole lot of years in front of you to hopefully, right, to live and to learn and to get it right and to do better and all that stuff like that. That's really the only advantage. But there's no other advantage. You know what I mean? In youth, it's no other advantage, because it's women and men of all ages who could look good. So it's not even like that's the only advantage is the time that you have behind you is not a lot, right? That's the only advantage. Most people's bank accounts, most people mental state, most people relationship status, most people's education status, most people knowledge, most people they don't like, and then the looks, baby. Listen, I have never looked so good. Did you hear me? 20 something cannot hold a candle to this woman here. I look way better than her. So it's just like I don't know why all of the age shaming and stuff happens with women, and especially like other women doing it, calling other women old and all of this. Baby, you gonna go through everything that I'm going through. Like, instead of it being a sisterhood and you conjoining with me and saying, hey, you know what, blase skippy woo and this and this and this and that, and like, girl, hold my hand and all of the things, instead of you like joining with me and learning from me and being on my side, you feel like, oh yeah, I got some on her, I'm a younger woman than her. Okay, I got something on you, I'm an older woman than you. So I have it more together than you, more than likely. You know what I mean? So it's like it depends on the way you slice it. You could look at it either way. And it's just best to not like try to be, and it's best for us both, me as an older woman and you as a younger woman, for us not to feel like we got some on each other and that we're in competition with each other. But that's just how women are. You gonna look at me and you gonna say you better than me because you slimmer, or because you lighter, or because your hair longer, or because you younger, or because you got more money, or because you gonna look at me and find out a reason on why I can't fuck with you and I ain't on your level, and why you better than me, and why he wants you over him wanting me. Girl, 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 you still that way. Like, you still don't get it, mama. You still don't get it. This man play with his damn self and you in competition with me for him? What happened to sisterhoods? Like, we don't have sisterhoods no more, and that's just a shame. That's just sorry. Like, it really truly is. Like, what happened to camaraderie amongst women? You know what I mean? Like, where is it? And again, I feel like it all starts at home. It starts with our mothers. It starts with the fact that, hey, we didn't have it with mom, so we don't know how to have it with sister. Either blood sister or sister in Christ, sister on the street. We don't know how to have it. We see other women and we immediately feel threatened. We immediately start sizing her up. We immediately go into competition mode. And you should just be competing with you. You should be competing with yourself, not me. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to be all right. You know what I mean? You should be saying, am I better than who I was yesterday? Instead of looking at me, oh yeah, I look better than her. Why he like her? I look better than her. Why he like her? I'm younger than her. Why he like her? I'm skinnier than her. Why he like girl, because you hate me for what? You don't hate me for another woman. You hate me because I'm competition with you when it comes to men. And if you still have not learned that you gonna get a man, boo, and you feel like you gotta be in competition with me and tear me down, baby, look, you gonna get a man. You ain't gotta argue and fight and scratch nobody ass out over no man. It's plenty men. Like, you gonna get a man, babe. You don't have to fight me. You don't have to be mad at me. You don't have to be in competition with me over no man. Come on. Like, girl, hold my hand. Be a sister. Be a sister. Be a sister. Be a friend. Be a comrade. At the end of the day, I'm the only one who can understand your plight. A man can never understand what you go through and what I go through as women. He'll never know because he don't have the organs that we have, so he'll never know. He'll never know tender breasts. He'll never know cramps. He'll never know labor pain. He'll never know. He'll never know when you crying because your feelings are hurt. He'll never be able to say, oh, and be there for you like me. You need me just as much as you need a man. You need your sisters too. So, like, I employ all women. I encourage all women, young, old, in the middle, whatever, to stop with the competition. If you older, help out the young women. Don't be in competition with them. If you're younger, don't look up to me and say, oh, she old, she ain't got shit on me. Because, baby, listen, before you know it, you going to be my age, and you going to be looking back. And to the woman that made that video, I hope that life goes for you exactly as you planned. I hope she said something about, you know, you looking back, you wasted your years, you wasted your youth, and all of this stuff like that. I hope that when you are in your 40s and 50s and 60s, like the women that you just spoke on, I hope that you can look back and you don't feel as though that you wasted any time. And I hope that you feel as though you don't have any regrets. I hope everything plays out like you thought it would play out. And that's my wish for you. Once you get to that age, let's see how you feel about yourself in regards to how the way you dress and the type of attention that you feel like you get or don't get from men. Come back and circle back and talk again once you've reached that age. Getting ready for Zoe's birthday.
It was a mess. Oh my God.
18.
It's gonna be hot. I hope my head don't sweat.
Okay, we done with her cake. She did her little designs, whatever, strawberry shortcake. Now we finna walk over here to this beauty supply store real quick and get the stuff for her hair. Period.
Would you like to donate to our dance team?
Y'all dancing? Oh, okay. Let's see. Y'all dancing?
You want me to show you something?
Yeah, ain't you dancing for dollars?
Yeah.
You don't? You ask for a donation?
Let's do 7. 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Whoa!
I need that video.
Woo! Okay. How are you?
Fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's like a very light pink, but look.
You hear what I'm saying? Kill them niggas and get the fuck back so we can stab out. I'm gonna be chilling right here.
I'm back home watching Minister Society. About to open up this PR.
You gonna do the song?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh my God, we are so late for our reservation. Can you still squeeze us in?
Yeah, just tell them to ask for Michael. We'll get him for 8.
Thank you. You Lana, right?
I'm Maya.
Maya. Okay. Thank you, Maya.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, you made it. What's your name, hon?
I'm Amanda.
Okay, Amanda. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Zoe's 18th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
She just graduated, just went on prom.
Congratulations and happy birthday.
You work tomorrow?
Tomorrow in the morning.
Okay, because you know NASCAR be here. It's Lakeshore
Oh, I
Drive.
forgot all about that.
It's all messed up.
Singapore Sling. Or if you drink coffee, you could have a victory lap.
Don't let me see it.
Alright.
Did you see it?
I promise you I did. Now I see it. Okay.
Good? I'm gonna drop cards into my hand whenever you want, say stop.
Okay. Stop.
Good. And place your card back, please. Right where it was, yeah. Alright. So if we open the deck where you said stop, then your card is right near that space.
Okay.
It's either here at the bottom or here at the top within 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it one of those? So that means it's one of these 5 on top. Don't tell me which one it is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it one of those?
I see it. We didn't see it.
You didn't see them? Where were you looking?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Rob.
All right, it's one of those.
I've seen it.
Okay, good. And would you hold the tray?
Okay. I'll hold it.
Okay. All right. So we have 3 of clubs, 5 of spades, 9 of hearts, 3 of spades, 4 of spades. It's one of those, right?
Yeah.
Good. All right. And would you place your hand flat and say a magic word?
Abracadabra.
Beautiful. You ready?
Yeah.
Check it out. Your card.
Oh my God! What? You're kidding me! How, Rob? How did you do it?
51 years of practice.
Oh my God! Rob is a magician!
Wait.
Cheers.
You could close me out.
KiKi Carr.
Yes.
I'm on my camera. And I'm ready to go because there's nothing to do no more.
Week is starting off so good, girl. Yesterday I was a little tired, but I mustered through, got my strength together as much as I could, and just took my time completing, you know, the little stuff that I needed to do so that today, Monday, you know what I mean, I could hit the ground running, and that's what I'm doing. Getting my exercise, getting my errands. It feels so good to, like, I am in high spirits. I'm gonna stop by my daughter's school, or old school. Yes, 18. Happy birthday to her. We had a good time at the birthday too, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna stop by there to pick up her diploma, because like they don't mail it out or anything. We will have to pick it up, so I'm gonna see if I can do that, and then I'm gonna grab some groceries and go back to the house, because that's what's on the agenda for today. And I'm probably gonna stop by this Starbucks too and have a matcha, because I haven't had my matcha. I was looking at the matcha and lemonade. I'm probably not gonna try that one today, even though it sounds, you know, tasty or whatever, because you know Starbucks know how to do some customized drinks. We not gonna play in their face. They know how to blend it up. So that one sounds interesting, but I love my matchas to be creamy. That's what I love about the lavender matcha, is that it's just so creamy, baby, and tasty. So I'm gonna try to order a nice little creamy matcha real quick, and read my book, take a load off after I get my groceries and stuff. So yeah, girl, that's all that's on the agenda for today. Oh, and I didn't tell you that somebody was in the comment section of my brother video trying to like really come for me, talking about, I'm sorry your brother died, but X, Y, and Z. Of course I did not respond. I'll never respond to anything like that. I said what I said. See, a lot of these people who comment under my video, who's trolls, I'm very convinced that a lot of those people are people that I know. They are people who lied on me on the job. They are people who are jealous of me and always have been jealous of me, and they're commenting under from a fake account. They are people who I grew up with, that's watching every move that I make, and you know, they are and they are pretending that they are not. You know, some of these people, they sick. You know what I mean? They just they it's something wrong with them, and I definitely won't ever respond to anything like that. I said what I said, and you know, there's nothing else to talk about. And in light of my brother's death, I will continue to say what I said, which is the black community is responsible for my brother's death. That is how I feel. I am going to continue to preach about that message. his death will not be in vain. And whether it's me preaching it on YouTube, me starting a podcast about it, me opening up a foundation, I'm gonna do everything that I can do to make it a safe space for people, black people, women and men, in particular men, to be able to talk about having a toxic mother and just not having a good upbringing, talk about their childhood trauma, talk about their mommy issues, and we gonna do it in a real way. Because see, people do talk about it and they do say it, but they say it in a very dream-like way. They say it in a very impossible way. They say, oh, I'll cut anybody off, even my mama, even if it's my mama. And they say it in a way where it's almost like, hey, this is so far-fetched, this is so unrealistic, but I'm saying this to drive a point home. I'm saying even my mama, you know, like it's so far-fetched, like Gypsy Rose is them white people, and you know, we black people don't go through nothing like that, and that's so unrealistic, and we don't we you know, nothing like that will ever happen in our community, and stuff like that don't happen to us, when in fact it does. And I'm going to talk about it in a very matter-of-fact way, not in a way where it's, you know, it's so unbelievable, like, oh, I ain't getting out of bed unless Jesus himself called me, like, you know, the impossible. No, we're going to talk about it in a very possible way, in a very real way, in a very holistic way, in a very traditional way, in a very matter-of-fact way. You know what I mean? That this happens, and it happens often, and people develop unhealthy coping mechanisms because of it. They start using drugs, and they are, you know, develop unhealthy relationships and can't develop a healthy relationships with a spouse and everything because of it. Just different, you know, realities. So the conversation is not over. It won't ever be. I'm going to, like, this, my brother's death, it really has made me press the gas on this conversation and say, oh yeah, we finna keep on talking about toxic mothers, and we gonna turn up the heat. This is a real reality. These are people's stories. This is what has happened to people. These are people's realities, and that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to protect anybody and give them some shield and some covering that they don't even deserve. You are allowed to live in your truth. You don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to hide, and you could talk about it, and not with people always saying, giving you that same narrative and that same talking point and that same excuse and that same, we already know people hurt people and trauma and, you know, mental illness, chemical imbalance, drug use. We all know all of the reasons, right? But what I want us to understand is that they are not excuses. Yes, it is a reason, but no, it is not an excuse. No one has an excuse. No one has a pass for any reason to treat you bad, okay? Because some of our mothers have mental illness, and, you know, that just goes to show that these men, they'll just sleep with anybody. Like, you already know, you can see that the girl is slow, and you still not only gonna sleep with her, but you're gonna put a baby in her. Let me clutch my pearls, because what? And this is some of our realities, you know what I mean? Mentally ill moms, absentee fathers. You grew up in a home and in an environment where you just felt like nobody cared. Like your mama was not able to be there for you, whether it was her generational curses and trauma or mental illness or substance abuse or, you know, whatever, and your dad was absent. He ain't care either. Or he was on drugs too, or whatever else, or locked up, or whatever toxic family. You know, we was just watching Menace to Society again. Totally new perspective now that, you know, we are adults. How this young man grew up. Mother was a drug addict. Father was a killer and a drug dealer and ended up in jail multiple times and stuff before he died. Had no parents. Had to be raised by his grandparents. Was raised in the ghetto, in the hood, in poverty. Saw lots of shit at a very young age. Had to grow up fast. Just all types of stuff. So of course, what was his fate? What was his fate? Of course, to be killed, or of course to be in jail, or of course to be on drugs himself. That's the probability. And see, we don't talk about it. It's not okay to say, you know, I didn't have a good upbringing. My mama wasn't shit. My daddy wasn't shit. Like, that's the only thing you could say. My daddy wasn't shit. You can't say your mama wasn't shit. And because you are not allowed to live in truth, you'll never be allowed to heal. You'll never be allowed to process what happened and to overcome it and to understand, hey, you know what? That's okay that happened to me. I'm gonna overcome that situation. You gotta sit up and live a lie and keep a mask up for a motherfucker and all of that. Baby, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. And I'm not gonna be able to do it for myself, and I'm not gonna be able to do it for the Black community. I see the destruction that it's causing, and that it has caused, and that it will continue to cause, because we just are masking it and lying about it and covering for people and telling people you only got one mama and giving people an excuse to be a bad person. There's no excuse. It's a reason why everybody do everything. It's a reason, but it's no excuse. So yes, I said what I said. Please don't come in my comment section with that, because you will not be responded to and you will be immediately banned from the channel, as the young lady was, or the troll, or the bitch I went to high school with or college with, or the bitch that lied on me at work and got me fired, or whoever the funky hoe was. Because like, why would you try to take the death of someone's loved one and try to use that to try to hurt them? I didn't even read it. Like, I barely read it. I'm sorry about your brother, but I think it's unfair to say blocked. Blocked. I don't care what you think, ma'am. Nothing about whatever's in your head. Your thoughts don't matter to me. Speak your thoughts on your channel, period. So yeah, girl, we are almost at the school. The crime scene is cleaned up, as you can see. I don't know if I was able to show you that, or if it was on my stories. If I think it was on my stories on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, because, you know, I vlog on there way more often, just by like posting daily content to my stories. So yeah, girl. OMG, I literally cannot believe that her bid is over. Oh my God. Like, this ain't her school. She go to college, baby. She don't go here. Oh, Parker, you remember, boo? The good old days, boo. Oh, find her name again.
It's instructions in there on how to retrieve that transcript from the community college. Before you leave out, please look at her diploma to make sure the spelling is correct.
I'm going to my daughter's school. I'm like, wait, that ain't her
It's over with.
It's over with. Now I'm doing me.
So everything is good, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful too.
Okay.
I love this. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. It's good. All right then.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks, you too. So cool. So happy. All right, girl. Let's go. Have a good day. I'm gonna make some of this. Girl, why that battery die? Why I got the most painful bump right here? It hurts so bad, like to even touch it. But anyway, let's do a quick haul. You got me. Starting with this poking out the bag, my eucalyptus. It smells so good. I got a few things from Trader Joe's. I got a few things from Whole Foods, and the rest of the stuff is coming tomorrow via delivery by Kroger, which I absolutely love. Like, what? Like, Kroger, what else can I hire you to do? Like, can you come clean up? Like, what else are you good for, my dude? Because baby, you are that guy, okay? I loves me a quick and easy Kroger delivery. So convenient, like so professional. Like whatever you order, it comes refrigerated. They bring it in a cooler. Your stuff be cold. Like top tier treatment, okay? Top tier. Love that for me. What I don't like though is that they don't allow the people to take tips. Like, you gotta let people take tips. Come on now. Do not do them. Okay? These companies with how they do the workers in regards to tipping, it's actually wild. And I'm considering calling the news because what? Like, it's people that walk upstairs, they delivering stuff in heat, they going above and beyond. Like, let them take a tip. Then I got this because it looks interesting and good. The absolute best waffle fries in the entire world comes from Trader Joe's. This is the only fry in the universe where you can reheat it, and it's so good, okay? Everybody know you cannot reheat these fries. This one, you can. Oh, and I said that I was gonna fix me some tuna today, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow when my eggs get here. Then I bought some sparkling water because I saw a recipe on Pinterest for sparkling water, watermelon, and mint. They said it was just a really refreshing drink. I'm sure if I threw some cucumbers in there with it, it would be extra refreshing, but I ain't bothered getting one. These right here, Buffalo Blast from, what you call that? The Cheesecake Factory. These right here taste just like the Buffalo Blast from the Cheesecake Factory. These are fire.
Screaming fuck them niggas who hated, I'm money affiliated. Speculating me land, it must have got me mistaken with lame niggas. Know you gon' get high as fuck.